Hey everybody, Lead Speed here, and I am bringing you my third Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. And this is my first serious competitive Wi-Fi battle, meaning like we brought stuff, but you'll just watch. It's much more competitive-like and stuff like that because of the moves we make here. So, my opponent is TornadoSurvives, and he's going to lead with his Crustle, and I'm going to lead with my Yuxi. And we both decide to set up the Stealth Rocks because, Stealth Rocks are pretty much the key components in the game. Yeah, some would call it the key components as well as anything else that could be considered entry hazards. So I get the paralysis hacks on the very first turn, which is alright for me, but I went with the Zen Headbutt just to see how much it does and if I can get the hacks or anything. He gets paralyzed twice, so that's good for me. Why not? So here I just go for the U-turn just to get as a bit of damage as I can. Now I get a critical hit here, but that doesn't really matter too much because I'm going to go to my Terror King, and Terror King is just a boss in this match. You'll see why later on. But anyways, he's going to lay his first layer of spikes, and that's not good. I gotta KO him quickly before he lays too many on the field at once. So I'll go for the Earth Power. Does quite a bit of damage. It almost takes him out. But he goes for the second layer, so he didn't get Parahacks that turn. So that's kind of unfortunate for me, because now he has 3 entry hazards up. 2 layer of spikes and Stealth Rocks. But, it's gonna really hurt one of my Pokemon, so switching her in is not gonna be a good idea. And you'll know if you looked at the team preview, or maybe I'll explain at the end of the match. But you'll know what Pokemon I'm talking about. So here I switch out into Yuxi, predicting the obvious Earthquake, and that's exactly what he does. So yeah, he goes for the Earthquake, and now I went for Thunder Wave, predicting him to switch out into something, but he doesn't. So I'm like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. But actually, I go for it again in case he switches out, because one of us was going to have to switch out eventually. And I get the Thunder Wave off on this Metagross, which is alright. I mean, he's already kind of slow, but I mean, the extra Parahacks occasionally can help. Now here I went for the Zen Headbutt. I actually had meant to go for the U-turn, so yeah, I misclicked, wouldn't you know it. I'm like, don't misclick, and I end up doing that for some reason. So I go with the U-turn. Now at the time I made the move, I didn't see what Metagross was doing. I didn't see it do Ball Punch because I literally went BRB or be right back for other people. So he goes with Hidden Power, and I thought this was Ice. That's why I was like, oh crap, Hidden Power Ice. But nope, it's not. It's neutral damage. So I was just guessing that was HP Fire for Ferrothorns that try to wall it, and that makes sense. Although I do not run that on this team. I run a Registeel, which is something I didn't want to switch into anyways because of Earthquake. So I switch out into Mind Shock as he brings in Starmie. I predicted the Surf Attack, but he goes for the Rapid Spin, so that was a very good play because now my Stealth Rocks are gone. But I can pretty much lay them up again with Yuxi, so that's kind of unfortunate for him then, because I'm going to be able to lay those up in a minute. I'm just going to Parahacks this thing first, just so that the speed advantage is mine. So, wow, I can't believe I said it like that. Seriously. But anyways, I Parahacks it as it goes for the Surf. It does a decent amount, but, Yuxi's very defensive, so, yeah. We can pretty much take those hits pretty much all day long, kinda, so yeah, I could take enough of those to where I could set up another layer. Well, set up spikes rather, but here I go for the U-turn, and here I was predicting 2 things: the Surf or the freaking Rapid Spin. Possibly Rapid Spin, because if we went for Rapid Spin, then I won't die and I could just finish him off. But he goes for the Thunderbolt, so that's good. Now I don't know what he was predicting. He might have been predicting my Kingdra, because I have a Kingdra on this team, and maybe he was predicting that to come in. But no, by just bringing Terror King as Death Fodder. But I ended up killing the Starmie, so that's good. But now I leave him as Death Fodder to Garchomp's Outrage, because I wanted to see what he'd lock himself into. Because if he locked himself in the Earthquake, I could bring in Yuxi, and I could just go for Zen Headbutt all day, all night, or if he went for Outrage, I can bring in the Registeel here and sponge those Outrages like they were nothing. Just shrug them off the shoulders there, you know. But here I go for the Toxic just to get some residual damage on it. And you know, residual damage on a Garchomp is always good, because Garchomp's always pretty threatening whenever you see one, so... yeah, you guys know that already, because I use a Garchomp too. A different one, a different set, but, you know, it's still a Garchomp. What the hell? Anyways, I go for the Seismic Toss just to, you know, do 100 damage, because damage is equal to the level of my Registeel, and that's always going to be pretty much 100. So, here, I predicted him to switch out. And I went for the Thunder Wave predicting that, but he actually stays in an attempt to try to just to stay in and not let anything else be paralyzed. I guess he just decided to leave him to die, because, you know, Stealth Rocks are still up. So yeah, he goes for one more Outrage. It does med damage, but, you know, he's gonna pretty much die to the Toxic. I just went for the Thunder Wave again on the off chance he made a last minute switch, and, you know, sometimes people will do that and just throw you off guard. But nope, I'm not letting him do that. So he brings in Victini. Now he goes for the Brick Break. So I am seeing that this is a physical Victini. But I barely live at 6 HP, and that was amazing. That was possibly the critical point in the match. Because if he had KO'd me, I would not have gotten off the Thunder Wave. And I would have had to possibly bring in something to take a huge hit. And my other MVP of the match is definitely not going to want to take a hit from this thing, especially when it's physical. So he goes for the U-turn, further proving that. So I get the Scouting Initiative because I'm going to get to see that he's bringing in Lucario. And I'm going to bring in my fighting type, my Glade. Yeah, I bet some of you guys couldn't wait to see him, huh? But anyways, I'm going to go for the obvious Drain Punch. No, I don't want to over-predict. Now, I could have went for the Substitute predicting a switch, but the risk was not worth it. Especially if he actually attacked me and I did make a sub, he would know what kind of set I was running and stuff like that, but meh, whatever. He probably already knew, but that's just me. But anyways, he brings in Lucario, and I'm pretty much going to have Glade finish off the game with a Drain Punch. So, yeah, I went first there, so that tells me two things. Either Lucario was going to go for something like counterattack, or he was slower because he was Adamant max speed and I was Jolly max speed, and I think Glade outspeeds Adamant Lucario with max speed if it has max speed on it. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this round, and that was actually a very interesting game, actually very good game. So yeah, this is considered my first, you know, finished competitive battle, because all the other ones have DC'd. But yeah, the Parahax was really not kind to him, but meh, what can you do? It's just how it goes. And as you see, I had a Glaceon and Kingdra that I hadn't used in the match. Glaceon would have taken some major damage from the Stealth Rock, so that's why I didn't want to use her just yet. And then Kingdra I was going to bring in later against the Victini if he didn't U-turn, to possibly sweep the rest of his team. I'm not sure, but but then again, if I had done that, I wouldn't have used Glade, now would I? So yeah, if you like this battle, definitely check out more on my channel. Well, I'm going to have more up soon, and you should definitely go to TornadoSurvives YouTube channel. I will link his channel in the video description. You should definitely check him out. So yeah, YuseiTheSynchroHero /LeadSpeed signing out. Peace.